All right, so it looks like we have a lot of things to choose from on this page. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get started with the carrots. Now, I know that this is called a cream color, and it's not super orangey, but I actually kind of really like this color for the carrots because it looks like a really nice light orange. So I think I'm gonna go for that color, even though it's called cream. But we can always layer some other oranges on top of it if we need to. Oh yes, I love this color for the carrots. Perfect. Excellent. All right. Now we'll need to go in and kind of decide what we want to do. Here, let's do this instead. That way it's a little bit closer for you guys. Trying to think for the green for the carrots. We'll probably want to do a different color than here. I almost feel like I want to use horseradish, I think, for these leaves. And then I'm kind of thinking we could use pale green for the carrots over here, but we could also use this acid green color. But I wonder if we want a color that's a little bit darker. We could also make the entire page a little bit more like toned down, if that makes any sense. I kind of almost want to do like checkered yellow curtains. I wonder how that would look. Because I feel like kitchens are always super bright. So I almost wonder, we could go with a bright yellow, like one of these for the curtains over here, because I feel like yellow is very cheery. And I feel like a kitchen is usually pretty bright. Or we could make the whole entire page a lot more like neutral toned and try to keep it a little bit more soft. I do kind of think I want to go for like a gray tortoiseshell kitty today. So I'm thinking of mixing these grays, the sand color. I kind of want to do some of this beige color because I think maybe these colors, let me grab these actually. So neutral gray 5. If I grab sand, where is that color? Right here. Let me grab sand white. That's a nice beige color. Even maybe, I definitely want to get an orange though. Ooh, maybe cream. Maybe we could do that. That would probably be very pretty. And then, I don't know, maybe brick beige. I'm not exactly sure how I want to go about doing this tortoiseshell kitty. I think what I probably would do is I would do this as a base color and then I would go in with these other shades to darken up the kitty. I think a tortoiseshell would be very cute. So I think I'm gonna go in with sand white just to do a base for the kitty, because I think that would be super cute. I almost wonder too if we should leave some white. But like my tortoiseshell kitty is very dark. She's very, very dark and orange. I think this will make a nice base color. All right, perfect. I'm definitely excited to go in and make this a tortoiseshell kitty. We're just gonna have to kind of pause in between for the cat so that we can make sure all the layers dry. I definitely think this tortoiseshell cat might be a bit time consuming, but I think it'll be worth it. I'm not quite sure if I want to do like splotches, like almost patches, or if I'm more interested in doing like spots. I almost feel like patches would make sense because when I look at my cat's fur pattern, it's pretty blotchy, to be completely honest with you guys. I wonder if it'll be kind of like one of the trust the process type of thing, you know? All right, so the next shade I think I'm gonna go in with would be this beige that's a little bit darker. I think I'm just gonna do these random little lines and kind of layer them until I get that tortoiseshell patchy effect. I'm hoping this creates the type of look that I'm going for a kitty. I'm definitely not sure it's going to work out, but we shall see. Hopefully it works out. All right. I think the next color I'm going to go in with is going to be that cream color. Actually, no, I think I might hold off on the orange. I think I might go in with sand. My kitty definitely has like more orangey tones along her paws. She has some really cute detailing in her fur along her tail. right, I'm not sure if I want to layer in some lighter grays too. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure about this, but I'm trying over here, so we'll see. All right, I think that makes a bit of sense there. Oopsies. We're gonna lighten up the orange again. All right, I do think this kind of looks like a tortoiseshell kitty, so that's the vibe I'm going for if you're just joining. I'm a little nervous about how it's coming out because it's darker than I anticipated, but my tortoiseshell kitty is pretty dark, so I'm hoping if I just add some orangey highlights that it'll give off the look that I was going for. I may have added a bit too much gray, but that's okay. It actually really does look a lot like my kitty, to be completely honest with you guys. That's pretty much my cat right there. Very orange and dark. All right, so I think that's what we did. We went for it. And you know what? I'm really proud of how that came out. Especially for trying it for the first time. So now I think I'm going to go in with the pink for the nose. And I'm not really sure what I would like to do for the stove and stuff. Maybe I'll use light tea rose for the kitty's nose. There we go. Let me see. I think I want the basket color to be buttercup yellow. Oh, I think that's cute, actually. All right, let's see. I think I'm kind of feeling maybe lime green for this plant over here. I really like the soft darkness this color creates. There we go. I'm liking how that looks. I do think for the chocolate chips we should go in with a darker brown. I'm not really sure what we have that's like a dark brown though. I almost want to say like ash rose, but I'm not even sure. Let's do ash rose and see what it looks like for the chocolate chips. And then let's see, for the actual cookie dough color, I feel like we could do grayish yellow. I feel like cookie dough might also be like a sand white. Or maybe even we could be lighter, like over here. I don't know, I'm kind of feeling sand white for the dough color. What do you guys think? Because I feel like cookie dough, when it's still cooking in the oven, it's very light. Even the buttercup yellow might be a good color for the dough. Because this I feel like is too pinkish. So I feel like maybe one of these, I just feel like that's a little bit lighter, like when dough hasn't really been in the oven that long. Where is that color actually? Grayish yellow. I would love to use it if I could find it on my shelf. Oh, here it is. Let's see how that looks for like a cookie dough color. Oh, actually, I think that might be spot on. Oh, this looks cute. Oh, I like that. Anyone who's tuning in, feel free to give any suggestions for different colors, any ideas you have. I was thinking for the curtains we could do a really bright yellow and maybe go in with some detailing to make it like checkered or something. I was thinking one of these yellows. I kind of like the lemon chiffon one. Any ideas before I start doing the curtains? If you prefer to watch a live and you kind of just want to hang out and not really comment or say anything, that's totally cool too. I wonder how I would do checkers. Not really sure here. I'm not really sure if this is what I'm going for here. I'm kind of trying to do like checkered, but I feel like because the curtains are a bit curved, it's a little bit tricky. But we'll see here how it looks. I wish I did that a little bit higher, but that's all right. I've realized the only way you can learn how to do hard things is by trying. And so I would rather make a oopsie on a page and try and enjoy myself and try to be creative than just be boring and keep all my pages the same. Alright, I don't think that's absolutely horrible. It does almost kind of look like I didn't color it fully in though. I was trying to go for like a checkered look and I'm not sure that patchwork pattern is kind of like showing the way that I hoped that it would. I wanted it to look like those like picnic blankets, you know, like the red and white checkered. I'm not really sure the best way to do it, but I was at least trying, because that's how we learn new things. So hello, Navi. Did you want to come try something new as well? You want to come try coloring with Mama? Worst case, I can just color over this. Thanks, darling. Thanks so much. I guess we can let those dry. Didn't really come out the way I originally intended, but that's okay. We're trying over here. You want to come on Mama's lap? Come on. Come get comfy with Mama. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I just color the curtains in completely yellow and maybe go back in with some like white gel pen details? Because I feel like this didn't come out the way I wanted it to. Like it 1000% did not. I definitely still like the yellow though for the curtains. Yeah, do you like it, Navi? You keep getting in Mama's way. You do. You're silly. You're blocking Mama's view. You silly girl. Really? That's where you want to sit down? Right where Mama's coloring? Really? I guess you can kind of still see the checkered marks behind it though because of the layering. Interesting. Alrighty. Then we'll just go over this middle part again to make it match the darkness of the other curtains. Okay. What do we want to color next, guys? She does, yes. She's like, Mama, what are you doing? How are you doing tonight? I went for like a tortoiseshell kitty. I wasn't really sure what I was actually trying to do, but this is what I came up with. I actually was trying to make her, so, and I'm doing pretty good, thank you. But I wonder if I go like this, if you can see her, like fur. This is the vibe I was going for when I did the kitty in front of the oven. That's what I was trying to recreate. I really tried. Not really sure how it came out, but... And then, I'm not sure if you joined when I was doing this, but I tried to do like a checkered pattern on the curtains, and I didn't really like how it turned out, so then I just colored them yellow. But I feel like you can kind of still see like the checkered pattern underneath, so I might try to go in with like some white gel pen towards the end, just because I feel like you can still see where I did the little crossing, but that's okay. I was saying earlier that I'm never gonna learn how to do new techniques if I don't try, you know? Ooh, yes, I remember you mentioning a tortie Maine Coon. I bet your cat has like fur for days. Because Maine Coons have such thick fur and tortoiseshells have such beautiful coats. What do we want to color next? I don't really know what vibe I'm going for in this kitchen. I think a yellow and pink tea kettle might look cute though, especially with the yellow curtains. I think while we decide on some colors, I'll probably go in and do like, you know, the fruits that are going to be the same color basically no matter what. I do think for this apple, because it's going to be a little bit more pastel, I know this is weird, but this is called chocolate pink. And I feel like that's the closest shade to red that we're going to get that's not a pink. So let me grab chocolate pink, which I guess is ironic because this is called pink, but it can be like one of those lighter apples. I guess, oh, you know what I should have done? I should have done like a Granny Smith. Darn. I wasn't even thinking. Bummer. Oh, hello, darling. Back again. You came in quite aggressively this time. That was quite a jump up. You gonna say hi to everybody? You can say hi to everyone, yeah. Maybe on the apple, I'll actually use the same color that I used for the chocolate chips. Honey, just come lay with me, you silly. You can lay on the book if you want to. I'm okay with that. You like Mama's marker? This is the brown shade I just decided to use. Yeah. Navi, what are you doing? Pushing Mama's bleed through sheet. Here, I wonder if I can go like this and then zoom out a little bit. If we can get the whole picture going on. Because she is vibing. Oh my gosh, she looks like she's sprawled out. Because she is. Oh, are you going to be adorable for them? Yeah. Oh, you sweet, sweet girl. Oh. I don't know if she'll let me do it on camera, but she loves belly rubs. Loves them. Oh, you sweet girl. Mama feels so lucky to have you. Yeah, I do. Whoa. That was quite a shake. Huh. I think I'll go a little further up again, just so that we can actually see the page still, because otherwise we can't really see our page. Unless you're gonna let me scooch it, Navi? Oh, I don't want to disturb you. Let's see if we can do this. Mama just wants to scooch this. Oh no. Honey, lay back down. You look so cute. I just want to be able to color while you lay with me, silly. I do think I want to do a really light pastel sky. So I'm not sure if we want to do pale grayish blue. That would be a really like muted sky color. I also really like blue gray too. Actually, I might like blue gray too a little bit more just because it's a tad bit lighter. Let's grab that. Here it is. I know. She's so silly. Except I'm pretty sure my camera, when you do this, Navi, it focuses on you and not the coloring page. You know? And they're not going to be able to see me color this window. Silly. That's okay. We'll still color it in. We'll see what we can do even with you there. Oh, I love this blue color actually. I love this. Navi, it's so nice that you're joining us because they can see the inspiration for the kitty I colored tonight. Oh, Daily, I don't know if I'm going to say this correctly. Is it Londono? Is that how you say that? I wanted to apologize that I couldn't go live with you last night. I had the craziest day. Like, I honestly didn't even get home until almost 8 o'clock. It was absolutely wild. But I feel bad because I know at the beginning of the week, I think it might have been Sunday night, I mentioned to you that I hopefully could go live with you on Wednesday, and then I couldn't. So I don't remember if I mentioned this in another live that you joined, but my school is getting a new building, which is super exciting and awesome. But we have to pack up our classrooms, and our last day of school is Monday. So I still have a couple days left to pack up the rooms and stuff. But then at my school, I also run the after school program there. Like, I'm one of the coordinators for it. And we have this like closet off to the side of the cafeteria, and I know I say the word closet, but I'm telling you, this is like a mini room. And it's where we store basically like all our after school things. And I had no school today because it was Juneteenth. And so I was told that movers were coming to like just move some of the stuff in the classrooms, which is fine. I knew that. And I ended up being told in the morning that the entire after school closet had to be packed up because it was being moved today. And so yesterday morning, like, I went in with the intention of packing up my room, and that was kind of my goal. I invited a friend to help me move furniture after school and things like that. Well, change of plans, we ended up packing up the entire after school closet, and we were, I want to say I left the school at like 7:15 at night or something like that. It was crazy. And we finished. The entire closet is empty and packed up, but I like didn't even get home until like after I think I would have been ready to like log in with you. So I'm really sorry about that. And then I felt awfully sweaty and just gross, and I was like, all right, I guess I need to like shower and just go to bed. So it was wild. But I do apologize. I should have messaged you and let you know. What are we thinking for the stove? Or do we kind of want to fill in some of the greens on the page? I also need to do these grapes. I don't know. I feel like we should just do mauve for the grapes because it's such a typical grape color. You know? And I don't know what we want to make the bowl. This page is not exactly turning out the way I pictured it in my mind, but I'm trusting the process, and I'm trusting that it'll all come together. Oh my gosh, nice. I saw that you went live earlier, and I wasn't sure like if you just didn't have school and that's why you were logging in, but happy birthday. That's amazing. So I'm trying to think. I had, like, I'm not really their friend anymore because it was a boy and I, like, dated him. But his birthday was June 21st, and he was a Cancer. But I'm wondering, I know that, like, around the 19th and 20th is when the astrological sign changes, so I'm actually not sure you would be a Cancer. Wow, I can't believe you've been out for 3 weeks. I'm like secretly a little bit jealous. Just because I still have to go until Monday. I honestly think most of the kids are not going to come on Monday, though. Oh, wow. So what my district does is we have summer school as well. Navi, relax, girl. Let Mama talk to her friend. Goodness. So we go to school until the 23rd, and then we kind of take like, I think it's a week and a half technically that we're off. And then it's always the Monday after the 4th of July that summer school starts, and it runs for the entire month of July. It's usually a 4-week program. I teach summer school as well, so I totally get what you're saying. Do you guys do like a wicked academic summer school, or is it more like enrichment and like activity based? I'm just gonna do this also so that we can color a bit more. Oh, nice. Did you like that too, Navi? Were you trying to tell her that that was interesting? Usually you're a lot more vocal. Do you want to tell them what you do when Mama works all day over the summer? Or are you just feeling quiet tonight? Oh, I see what you're saying. So you do the after school program, but you still work. Oh, that makes sense. My bad. I didn't mean to misunderstand. Wow. That must be busy. Let's see. I don't know. I kind of want to do a gray over here. I think I'm kind of leaning towards red, gray 3. That must be a lot doing it all alone. Hey, you deserve it. I actually need to be better about like taking days off for myself. I went into work every single day this year. I did have to leave early one day because I spiked a fever. That was the weekend that I was super sick. But I made it all the way until June. So it's kind of hard because, okay, so hear me out and tell me if you agree with this. So I'm fortunate in the sense where I really like my birthday. I'm kind of jealous that you have a summer birthday. But my birthday is on Valentine's Day. And so even though a lot of people say to take your birthday off, for me, like when you go into school, especially when you teach elementary school and it's Valentine's Day, like kids bring you candy, they bring you like little heart balloons, you sometimes get flowers. Like to me, I would rather go to work and celebrate with my students than just stay home, you know? It's like a built-in way to enjoy being around people. Oh, nice. We do that too in my district. So instead of being just one school, it'll be basically whoever wants to work from the staff from the entire district. Yeah, that makes sense. But I've honestly gone into work every year on my birthday, unless it falls on a weekend, just because I'm like, well, I might as well get some candy and some sweet treats and stuff. And kids are always the sweetest. So sometimes when the kids find out it's my birthday, they'll like get me a little extra thing too, which is never expected, but it's always like wicked appreciated. I think I might use horseradish for this one. And I might do glass green for the carrots. I think that would be cute. I bet. It seems like you're like me and you probably wouldn't really take days off for yourself. I could be wrong, but... I don't know how this like little spot got wet right here. I have no idea what happened. I honestly think it was my cat. But that's okay. She went off to do something else. She said, I'm all done hanging out with you, Mama. Do we want to do like a white and light gray kitchen? Do we want to have like a dark, more like darker gray stove? I don't know. I feel like it could kind of go either way. I also feel like we need something on these curtains. I tried to make them checkered and it was like an absolute fail. But I'm wondering if I went in and I drew little flowers, if I could put a little dot in the middle of the flowers that's like a pale pink color. And I wonder how that would look. Maybe like... Oh, that's a good idea. Actually, that's a really good idea. Because that probably would be too close where it would kind of blend in, you know? I bled through a little bit there, so hopefully we can fix it. Maybe we could do a bunch of like light grays. I feel like the knob should be, I don't know, would the knobs be darker? Because we could always do like one of these grays. Ooh, we could make it look like stainless steel. Like we could kind of do a mix of these three grays. Well, actually, probably primarily these two, and then maybe the knobs could be this gray. I think that might work out. So I don't know if you guys can see very well, but I'm kind of looking to use this cool gray 2, 0, and then neutral gray number 2, and then kind of go in for the knobs in the darker areas, and maybe even the tea kettle with this gray that says neutral gray. Okay, so let me grab these two colors. I don't know, I think the entire... Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that these knobs and this rod right here can be, and like this bottom section right here and the actual inside of the oven can be the darkest gray. Then this entire outside can be the lightest gray. And then that medium shade in the middle can be the bottom here, and then outside of these knobs maybe. Because I feel like that would be balanced. I hope that works out. And then maybe what we could do is we could use like a light wood color. Maybe this wasn't the right page to do like a dark Navi on it, but I really wanted to try to do a tortoiseshell. But I guess it kind of does take away from the pastel vibe. I did use all pastels though. That's the interesting thing. I only have used markers from my pastel set. I just did a lot of layering, so it kind of built up the darkness. Oh, did you hear your name? Did you? My sweet girl. Navi, you're moving my book a lot, love. Come play with us, silly. Maybe I'll give you belly rubs. Girl, what are you doing? You are all over the place. Ugh, her hair is getting everywhere. Oh my goodness. Yes. She was like, I heard my name. What do you need, mother? All right. So this is a completely different gray color. I'm not sure. Maybe once it dries, it'll show a different shade. I'm not really sure if this will look like stainless steel, but we'll try. That's all we can do is try. Wait, I'm trying to decide, maybe we should do this shade on the inside too here. Yeah, I think that looks good. I feel kind of bad. There was someone who was in my live on Sunday and they actually picked this page and they were super excited about going live to complete it. They said they had a bunch of ideas and I haven't seen them log in just yet. And I feel kind of bad because, I mean, I had to start the page, you know. I couldn't just wait for one person. But I feel like you make friends and you try to honor those friendships, you know? Oh, okay. Oh wait, I forgot to color a section. What am I doing? I'm so distracted. Honey, I know. Mama's not trying to ignore you. I don't know why you are being like this, though. Mama's giving you some attention all day. You know? All right, I think. What's up, honey? What's up? I think I'm gonna save this color for, I don't know if I wanna go in with a color that dark. I don't know. I feel like that looks so dark compared to the other grays. But I guess when I think about what like a stove looks like, the knobs usually are like basically almost black. And it'll kind of bring in some of the tones from the kitty. I feel like baking sheets are usually really dark too. Yeah. There we go. And then maybe this actually might make a really good tea kettle color. I feel like and then maybe this, I don't know, I don't want to use too many grays, you know? I do like cool gray too, though. I guess that's an option for like this pot over here. I could have also done like a red themed kitchen, but that's okay. Oh, hello, darling. Are you comfy? Whoopsies. Didn't mean to do that. How's that, darling? Oh, look at you. You're a diva. Are you modeling across my coloring page? Yeah? You can come in my lap if you want. Come on down. Come on down and see Mama. Mama would love it. I really would. All right, so this is this really dark color now. I'm not sure how I feel about these tones of grays together, but that's okay. Some of them are warm toned, some of them are cool toned, but it's all right. Maybe we should make some of the tools wooden, like a wooden spoon. I mean, this one probably would have to be a gray color because I feel like all of those are usually made out of metal. All right. Oh my goodness. I almost dropped that. Oops. There we are. So maybe, maybe for the spatula up top, I'll use both of the cool grays. I don't really know. Yeah, I feel like I'll use both of them. I'll make this one a little bit, whoopsies, I didn't mean to use that tip. I feel like this would be pretty. Oh, I like that color. And then we'll make the spatula a little bit darker. Sorry if my kitty laying on the book is bothering you guys, but I'd rather have company than no company. And I love my kitty wants to spend time with me. What do you think, Navi? Should we do some wooden spatulas? What do you think makes a good wood color here? I'm thinking maybe brick beige. Hey, you touching Mama's hand? Yeah, you can come in my lap. Come on down. It looks like you want to. Come and get comfy. So maybe for the wood color we could use sand. And then maybe what we could do is we could use that same color maybe for wooden shelves over here, or we could use a lighter shade of it. I feel like wooden spoons are usually a little bit lighter though. Like I don't think I've ever seen a wooden spoon that dark necessarily, to be completely honest with you guys. There we go. Maybe we can add some wood detailing. I am pretty sure I'm gonna have to confirm that I'm still there. So let me just do that real quick so we don't get logged out of the live. Sorry about that. Oh my goodness, it says I didn't verify it. There we go. Sorry for the movement, guys. I've been live for an hour, so I had to tell TikTok I was a real person. You know? Oh no, and now I might get streaks here. That's okay, maybe I can layer that after. Let's see. What do you think, Navi? You think that kitty looks like you? Do ya? There we go. Hopefully that'll blend out a bit. You can have different shades now too. All right, so I feel like for the wood shelves, I feel like it would be nice to use this color, but then go in and add some lines in the darker brown that I have, so that it looks like actual wood. And honestly, I feel like it might not be a bad idea to have that wood for the window too, just so it ties the page together. Ooh, it could even maybe be the countertop, but maybe I'm going overboard here. Feel free to tell me if I'm going overboard with the color. I'll hold off on the countertop. Let's see. Not really sure how to add wood lines when the shelf is so teeny. All right, this is not coming out the way I thought it would in my mind, but that is okay. Maybe we should just commit and make this the darker shade. Sorry about that, guys. I thought I could make it look like wood, and that did not work out the way it has on my other pages with other shades of brown. That is for sure. Navi, your fur's in my way. What are you doing? Silly. All right, for anyone just joining, we're just coloring this page together. If you can see my kitty off to the side, she was the inspiration for this tortoiseshell cat on the page. We tried. I think I'm gonna grab this color for the sink. I think outside I want to do a really light green for the bush color. Maybe we could do spectrum green. Is very pretty, and I feel like it wouldn't take away from the blue and the yellow. Where is that color? Oh my gosh. Oh, here it is. Okay. I just recently got this set of new markers, and so I'm still kind of learning how I organize them. I kind of just honestly put them on my shelf for now in the order that I swatch them, if that makes sense. And you would think that my brain would be able to find them easily because of that, but I can't. I'm definitely going to sit down and organize these soon. There we go. I think that's cute. Maybe we could actually use the same, well, actually, maybe we should use these two shades of green for up top there. I believe it was pale green. No, it wasn't. It was glass green and No, actually. I feel like it was horseradish for this, and I actually feel like it was glass green for over here. Yeah, this is definitely the shade that I used for the carrots. And I'm nearly certain this is the shade that I used for those. Oh no, maybe not. Oh well, I guess it's meant to be that color. Oops. All right, I'm trying to think of what else we could do here to kind of spice it up. I almost want to do a yellowish rug just to kind of tie in the curtains. So I'm thinking, so the color of the curtains is this lemon chiffon color. I'm wondering if we make that the outside of the rug and then we go in with this really, really pale yellow called primrose. We could also go in with this pale yellow called crescent yellow. That might be pretty as well. Crescent yellow might make a little more depth. There we are. I kind of really do want to go in with the palest one though, just so that it adds some more light shades to the page, just because I feel like we have a lot of dark grays and I made the kitty darker. I think this will be pale enough where you can tell that it's a faint yellow, but it's not overwhelming. Oh, thank you. Thanks for coming back. I was thinking that by making this rug like a very pale yellow with this yellow outline, it would tie in the curtains. There we are. I actually wonder if we should use this as the wall color, the color I just used on the inside of the rug, because then the wall and the curtains would actually match the rug. That might be cute. And then I almost wonder if we should do like a very, very pale gray for the flooring. Or even maybe like a beige. I don't know, honestly. We could do a warm gray for the floor. That way it's not like this, it's kind of more in the color family of the pot. That might be pretty. Actually, I think that might be our best bet, is doing like warm gray 1. I'm still not sure how I want to do the cabinets. I guess in hindsight, this would have made a really good cabinet color. I just feel like we needed some browns or like warmer tones with the kitty down here. I almost wonder if we take this pot color and we make that the countertop color. Oh, I kind of like that. I think that's actually pretty. What do we think? Do we want to go in with this light color here for the wall color just to tie the page together? I feel like that might be pretty. Especially for like continuity, you know? Still a little sad about my curtains, but I had an idea and it really did not work out the way I thought it would in my mind. But that's okay. That's how we learn. Oh my bleed through sheet moved a little bit. I can see it when I color with this color. That must have been when Navi came over. I guess in the future, if I ever buy another copy of this book, it would be cool to make a kitchen like page like this with all like wood tones, you know, like a minimalism kitchen type vibe. And then maybe I can do wood tones and just like mauve colors. I'm not really sure how I would do that though with the kitty, unless I just did it like a brown or a tan kitty. There we go. Yeah, I feel like this pulls the page together now. All right, I'm really unsure what to do about this bowl. And I almost want to do like, what if we did beige cabinets with a gray countertop? I know there's a lot of gray, but I wish there was just like, I don't know, a really pale beige. Like what if we did pale fruit pink, this really, really light color, and we could do that. I don't know, I guess we could make that the counter and the drawers. And then maybe we do eggshell white around it. Or we could do the light on the drawers and then the darker color here. Yeah, let me grab those two colors. Eggshell white and pale fruit pink. Oh, that's pale cherry pink. Where's pale fruit pink? Where is this color? Oh, here it is. Okay. What do you think? Do you think we should do the darker tones on the drawers and the countertop, or the lighter tones there? Ooh, God bless you. I didn't realize you had to sneeze, Luna. Hopefully you don't have doggy allergies. I don't know, I feel like the counter should be lighter, But then again, I feel like these drawers should be lighter. I'm nervous. Oh my goodness. I'm second guessing myself. I'm wondering if this should be a little bit darker because of the grays. Oh no, I just realized I had been trying to film each page before I color it, like so I have a blank version of it so that I can edit like some page reveals. And I just realized that I didn't take a video before. I do have a second copy of the book though, so maybe I can still just snag a video that way. But yeah, I completely forgot. My goodness. I know you're going to say that the page looks fine. Like, I definitely know that, but I will say I'm not as proud of this page as I have been for other pages. Like, I'm not sure I went into it with the idea that I wanted. And I feel bad because someone wanted to tune in and help inspire the whole page, and I don't know where they are. There we are. All right, I don't think that's so bad. There we are. All right, so I think what I'm gonna do to tie in these like pinkish countertops and the yellow of the curtain, and I'm nervous to do this, but I think I wanna add some flowers in this color. So here's what I'm thinking. And I'm nervous about this, but hey, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. I think I want to use my white gel pen, and I want to add, oh, hi Navi. And I want to add white flowers. And then I think I'm going to make the center of the flowers the pink, like a little pink dot. Do you like that idea, Navi? Yeah, you do? Do you? You don't say. There we are. right, I'm nervous, but we'll see how this comes out with a little dot. I'm not even sure really if it'll tie it in, but I guess. Oh, it's because I think I'm using the wrong shade. I meant to use the eggshell white shade. Oops. Let me grab that. It'll be just a tad bit darker. I'll add a little pink. Navi, do you really need to go in that stuff right now? Really? Navi. Honey, please don't go in that bag. No. Don't talk back to Mama. I'm allowed to tell you not to do that. I'm the boss. Sorry guys, my cat is like getting into something on a shelf and I just told her not to do it, and I don't know if you could hear her, but she meowed back at me as if to say, Mom, I'm gonna do what I want. Kitties are so like, I don't know, sassy is the word I'll use. All right, so I'm actually not horribly upset with how those curtains came out. I think it was a good attempt to tie in those pinks and yellows together. So hopefully that works. Maybe I should do it on the rug as well. There we go. Hopefully that ties in the pink from up there. All right, I don't really know about this bowl. I'm kind of feeling boring vibes, like I kind of want to make it match that one. I feel like some of the things up above might be that shade too. There we go. I'm kind of thinking maybe using that green up there too might be nice. I think that's the color lime green. All right, I think that might be it for the page. Oh, hey there. Oh, were you asking about my kitty? My kitty's name is Navi. So it looks like this is our page for the night. I'm actually quite enjoying how it came out. It wasn't really what I was expecting at first, but I feel like it tied together very nicely at the end. And so I'm pretty satisfied with this. We go ahead and take our bleed through sheet out. I think it looks really pretty. I tried to go in with some detailing I don't typically do. Not everything turned out the way I had imagined in my mind, but that's okay. But yeah, I'm very pleased with how this page turned out. So thank you guys for tuning into my live. I'll be back on Sunday at 7 o'clock. And yeah, thank you guys for tuning in.